Hey everybody, welcome back. Movie review time, where basically I geek out about a movie I just saw. And tonight I just saw Yoga Hosers. Oh yeah. So this is gonna be my all the spoilers review. I'm gonna talk spoilers left and right, up and down, all around, spoil everything about this movie. So if you'd like a no spoilers review, there is a link in the description below, or something's popping up right about now. You can click on that, check it out, and then come on back and watch this one when you're ready for spoilers, okay? Warning, here we go. Spoilers, 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 spoilers. Cool? Okay, before we get to it, I just want to let you know I'm shooting this before I watch the movie because this is a movie I've been wanting to see for a long time. It's a movie I want to be very intoxicated for. So I am sober right now, but I'm gonna go start drinking, and then I'm gonna drink a bunch while I watch that movie, and then I'm gonna come back and very sloppily tell you what I thought about it. So hopefully you guys are gonna enjoy this. It should be interesting, I think, but I just wanted to warn you while I remember to do so that I'm gonna be very drunk, and it's gonna be a very different energy than normal, but hopefully you'll enjoy that. So here you go. Okay, so I really loved it. I get why most people wouldn't. I'm gonna try and recap my no spoilers bits. I do have some problems with it, but for the most part, I think those are budgetary. I really like the young ladies playing leads, Lily Rose and Harley Quinn, and I think, they've got potential futures. It's great to see Johnny Depp back as Guy Lapointe, and he's in way more of the movie than I thought he would be in, which is great because he was really enjoyable. I like him in this role. It's almost like Kevin Smith is homaging Lloyd Kaufman of Trauma and Trauma Pictures in general. This movie, it had a vibe like a terror film, or more particularly a Poultrygeist, Night of the Chicken Dead, one of my all-time favorite movies, a zombie chicken musical. Yes, it's for real, it's amazing, if you like this kind of stuff. Granted, it's a lot more gruesome and gory and just like gross jokes, but still amazing movie. And this had that tone, but like a PG-13 version of it, and I really appreciated that. The effects were fantastic. The Bratzies looked awesome. I adore the Bratzies, and I would love like little Bratzie dolls. Auf Wiedersehen. No, it's not Auf Wiedersehen. It's whatever. Damn, I'm drunk. We'll come back to it, I guess. The big golem monster, that thing was cool. I think I have the same problem with this I have with Tusk, which I really liked Tusk, but I think, Kevin, not being necessarily too much a horror stylistic director, he shows these creatures in a little bit too much light. I'd like to see them a little more lit with pools of light and shadow, and then make them even creepier, because I think this design by Robert Kurtzman, was amazing. My problem, I guess, is kind of like with like the Bratzies and the Golem fight, is they're a little bit quick. And again, this is a budget thing, they just don't really have the time and everything. But it's a little easy and it's a little over, even though it's fairly creative. But I would like to, especially in the Bratzies attack, I would like to have seen more. I would have liked it to have been more like that From Dusk Till Dawn siege when the big twist happens initially. Now, granted, again, budget, so I get it. But one thing I did have a problem with there, minor nitpick, was when the Bratzies show up, I don't think the ladies were that shocked by it. Like that's a moment where it's just kind of like, oh, this is happening, boom, we're moving on, and we're fighting, and it's cool, and they're like, god damn it, why is it gonna happen to us? All that stuff totally works for me, but just the fact that like they didn't take that moment to be like, what are we fighting? We're fighting little sausage men? What the hell? Like, I needed that moment. But I love the world they set up. I love all the other actors and cameos we got, like the dad of one of the Colleens, Buster Bluth from Arrested Development, and his relationship with his daughter and the friend and his new wife, who is like the manager of the A to Z that they work at. The devil worshipping slasher subplot was a little odd, but again, my kind of odd, so I was kind of into that. And there are tones of that, like I caught a glimpse of Kevin's Dogma tonal shift again in there, from that comedy to horror that made Dogma so amazing for me. So I really appreciated that. Even though, it just did seem a little weird, but still, this whole movie is a little weird, and I think that's what works about it. One of the things I really dug was when they did, like, the whole montage of the two girls. That actually, at first, I was like, oh, why are we getting a montage? But it totally worked for me. It sold me on their history of friendship, and I was already digging them as friends, but that made it that much more awesome. Oh, by the way, in the movie, it got me right away, because not only are the girls in a band, not only is that band called Glamthrax, but they start off with a fun cover of I'm the Man from Anthrax. And like, totally, when this is over, I want to go, rock out a bunch of Anthrax on my headphones and iPods and stuff. God, I'm drunk. But that was really cool. There's a fun cover or version of "Oh Canada" at the end. Johnny Depp shows up in that. I thought that I appreciated that. Ralph Garman, man, Ralph Garman's in there, and it's funny. Being a fan of Kevin Smith and all the podcasts and Hollywood Babylon, I'm familiar with Ralph Garman. I'm familiar with the joke that, you know, he only can do like 5 impressions or something like that. And I love that they kind of found a way to work in every one of those in like a very obvious but still plausible and fun way. To kind of tell this backstory. That was really cool. And I like the character twist with his character, that he wasn't actually like evil. Like he rejected the evil Nazi stuff because they had, you know, buried him down there, and he just wanted to be cool and popular like the girls, but it backfired on him, you know. Yeah, they kind of played into that particular concept of, you know, and I'm not trying to debate things or whatever. I'm just throwing out that this is one idea, is that, you know, the anti-bullying thing is trying to bully bullies into not bullying. They kind of touch on that a little bit. You know, I mean, very briefly, it wasn't as delved into, but again, this was not a deep thinker movie, and I don't think it was intended to be. And I try to judge movies that way, like what they want to be, what they're trying to be, what they can achieve with what they have, you know. And I think that's why this one hit me right. Again, I said, you know, if I haven't seen it, if I watch it again later, I might not like it as much. I might not like it the same, but I was in the right place at the right time to see this movie, and it beat my expectations, because I was a little bit worried it wasn't going to be that great. It was just going to be kind of okay for me, but I really dug it. I love that it ties into Tusk, that the girls accidentally kind of helped. Apparently there's a backstory we haven't seen. I'd love to see like a comic or graphic novel of that, of them like helping the Justin Long character survive being Tusk. And they didn't really touch on it, but it'd be interesting if like he had mental problems from that, and that's why like he developed a new persona and became Yogi Berra, the yoga instructor. Oh, that'd be cool. I like that idea. And again, it's kind of interesting too, because they had these scenes where, again, budgetary, it would have been great if they could have spent more time just shooting those scenes to get more stuff to work with. Because they did feel like I could see like they were done in 2 or 3 takes, even though what they ended up with is good. It could have been great, where they just kind of let the actors, they give a scene. It does and it doesn't inform the story. It informs the story in the sense of setting a tone and a style and a universe building, but it doesn't really necessarily help further the story except in certain areas. But I like this idea that they would have scenes that just like they just let them go and play, and like, here's your characters, here's what you're trying to get to, see what happens. And I know Kevin Smith is a writer, and I know there's a lot of his dialogue in there, but you got that sense that they were given takes where they could just play with it, and that was pretty cool. So I dug all of that. Yeah, I mean, it's a PG-13 Bill and Ted for young ladies that's homaging Lloyd Kaufman's Poultrygeist, Night of the Chicken Dead. Wow. And maybe a big part of that for me also is it's you know, it's in one location, whereas that was a fast food restaurant, this is a convenience store, that kind of thing. But yeah, and I mean, there's some story elements I like to see. I really hope Moose Jaws happen. I'd like to see how it plays over on into Moose Jaws. And yeah, I thought even like the idea of the secret passage, the moving toilet was just cute. I mean, there was just a lot of cool stuff. The drummer, I don't know about the drummer. That was all weird, but I guess kind of makes sense. Even though it didn't occur to me until they played a second song, and I was like, wait, there is nobody playing guitars or anything. Why am I hearing guitars? But you know what? It's like hashtag because yoga hosers. And I dug this. I would have liked to have seen this with a crowd of people that really were rowdy for it and everything. Kevin Smith Q&A, so that would be cool. Maybe I'll go listen to some of his podcasts I never got to check out. But I dug it, man. So what about you guys? I know, like, listen, if you hate this movie, you can comment, you can express yourself, just like be cool, like you know, like you don't need to shit on it. If you want to shit on it, there's other places you can shit on it, but you can let me know if you didn't like it. That's cool. Just be cool about it. If you are like me and you really loved it, I would love to hear you geek out about it, because I know this is like, I talk about the movie Zeppo I made, and I made it for we made it for 1,000 people out of the 7 billion on the planet, right? This is kind of like that. I get it. Most people are just gonna hate this movie. That's cool, man. But yeah, like, just comment away. Let's geek out about what you did and what you didn't love. That's what I really would like to hear. Like, you know, I mean, the world is not always negative. It's not always positive. But, you know, you can escape to positive places like this channel sometimes. That's what I like to do. So let's geek out about the good stuff. And I want to hear what you think about this movie, because I really dug it. I'm so happy I finally got to see it, and I'm happy I actually really liked it as much as I did. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this drunken version of the review, and I'm probably rambly, but what you gonna do? It's late and I still gotta edit it, so I'm gonna go do that. So comment, click that thumbs up button, give me the thumb of encouragement. I love to be encouraged, it's wonderful. I'm gonna get out of here and put this all together, watch some more movies. I'll see you guys later.